All right, coming up next, a matchup to determine the baddest man on the planet. The UFC heavyweight title is on the line. Well, for a long time, he's been mentioned with the baddest men on the planet. For a long time, though, the title fight eluded him. Not anymore. Here he is, the #1 heavyweight contender, finally making this walk and cracking a smile. He's waited a long time for this. He's not expecting a 25-minute war. He believes he has the power and the skills to get this thing done quickly. I guess we'll find out. Well, a lot of people think it's the most significant title in combat sports. No argument from me. Baddest man on the planet, UFC heavyweight champion. There he is in the flesh. What an absolute monster. What a title reign it has been. But a serious challenge in front of him here tonight. When this man became the heavyweight champion, a lot of people thought that this challenger was the one who would wrest the belt away. Now the fight is here. We'll see if we get a new champion or if this man continues one of the greatest heavyweight legacies the Octagon has ever seen. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. So these fighters relatively close in age, just a year apart, with some differences in height, but big differences in reach. And now for the official introductions, we go inside the Octagon where we find the venerable Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Mergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 216 pounds. Fighting out of Kiev, Ukraine, presenting the challenger, Bo Crusher. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 22 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Makhachev, Russia. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world.
The fighters touch him up. All right, so here we go. This highly anticipated fight is now underway. Looks like a classic matchup of striker versus grappler. Am I simplifying things too much?
In this instance, you aren't, because this is what got these two men to the show.
Right.
One guy is known for his diverse attack on the feet. The other guy is known for his ability to drag the fight to the mat and put his opponents in danger from the very start of the grappling exchanges.
Out of range with that one. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the challenger.
Oh, nice connection with that punch. It's one thing to have an edge and reach. It's another to take advantage. Nicely done. Oh, big roundhouse attempt, but unable to land.
I need you to pay attention. Protect yourself.
Changes his stance.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up? Nice leg kick land.
Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots.
Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick.
Oh, what a lead left. Wow, what a head kick. Oh!
Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed.
Got the single collar tie. He's looking for that left hand. Not there.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range. Over and over, he's landing these big body kicks.
And they separate.
Way to hide that leg kick.
Trying to establish that jab once again. And they separate. Also, the taller fighter lands a knee yet again. Back to the well with that right hand, it's no good.
Big punch lands. Ooh. Very tricky when he throws that body kick.
Oh, significant strike attempt there, but a huge block.
Dig and kick. Leg kick.
Got clipped with the right hand. Oh, right then a left. Oh, outstanding placement as he lands the knee to the body. Again, the taller fighter making noise with a knee strike there. And he connects there with a punch, so pretty good striking display by him thus far.
He throws everything so straight and so accurate.
Oh, tagged him with that right hand. What a strike that was.
What a strike that he is landing over and over again. His opponent will need to make some adjustments. Oh, he hurt him badly, jab. Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Ooh, looking to go to the leg kick here, just out of range. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt.
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Just misses there with the left.
Nice punch lands.
Oh, really using his reach advantage as he landed the jab there. Oh, single collar tie here.
Left hand punch with the clinch.
And they separate. Oh, beautiful job to get the takedown late in the round. He is about as conditioned as it gets. He's not looking at the clock necessarily. He's not running clock, all offense all the time.
He knew he was going to wrestle, and he knew he may have to wrestle early and often. And right now, this situation is often because he's been attempting takedowns over and over again. He finally gets one as we get to the end of the round.
Man, he's timing his shots nicely. It's like Tom Brady out there. He hasn't missed the target.
I mean, you insist on bringing in Tom Brady. Stop it, John, stop it.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the highlights from those previous 5 minutes, DC, and no padding, no glove on that foot.
No glove, no padding, and look at the hip action when he throws those kicks. He's not only kicking just for feel, he's really trying to damage his opponent, and as the fight goes longer, you will start to see it take an effect.
This round, you want to keep mixing things up. Use your punches, use your knees, use your kicks. I see you work.
All right, next round is underway, DC. We talked about his powerful kicks, how he attacks all sides of the body, the head, the legs. Pretty good start for him tonight.
That was so impressive to see. Someone fight almost predominantly with their legs and have that level of success. Nice.
Oh, and he lands another knee there, DC. It doesn't Doesn't always pay to be the taller fighter. In this instance, it most certainly did. And he landed the right hand there. All right, so he lands another jab now, just snapping that thing off, DC.
I believe that the jab was lost in mixed martial arts initially, but now it has been found, and it's been found by this young man in this octagon tonight. Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks. Straight punch lands.
Connects now with the 1-2. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie.
He gets to a spot, the tie clinch. Then he starts to let the knees fly.
Timing his shots pretty well here early, DC.
He's doing a great job of mixing things up, keeping busy, being very accurate. Nice head kick.
Oh, that right hand is on point. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Just missed with the left there.
Big body kick lands.
Tried to go to the body, but unable to connect.
Good stick. I mean, he cut them down to size with these beautiful leg kicks.
I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety birds over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs.
Knee to the body. So a much different approach from him here in round 2. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round 2. And he connects there, DC.
Great job landing that punch. Powerful leg kick land.
Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet. Wow!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Every time these guys come together, man, you just hear the punches and everything landing. Both very powerful, very explosive.
Oh, Superman punch. Not always easy to execute. He did so there.
Came of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed. He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Single collar tie now.
Nice stick to the body. Way to mix up the target.
Oh, such a natural jab, and there it is again as he gets the hand right to the target.
I mean, right to the target, John. It's like the dude sitting there with a red target on his nose, just getting beat up, hit bullseye after bullseye after bullseye. I love his ability to feint once and then throw that jab right behind it. It's nasty. Beautiful body.
Back and forth we go. Try to establish that jab.
Ooh, what a punch. Real sneaky body kick.
Another shot lands upstairs.
It's such a fast leg kick.
15 seconds. All collar tie.
Big kick lands.
Throws the right hand there. All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, well, that's the end of the round, so the location is okay, the cut on the cheek, but that is some serious blood trickling out of that cut there. You got to think maybe at some point they call the doctor in, and if he doesn't like what he sees, maybe they stop this fight. All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Yeah, he was able to really damage him with that punch. You see the hands, the speed, how sharp he is, how technical he is. It allows him to land in spots where his opponent is winging punches. Great strike landed, great punch landed to put his opponent down.
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight. Oh, he lands a huge knee to the body. That's a crippling shot there. Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight. Well, we talked about that reach advantage as you see him land the straight punch there. Great job using his length in that situation. And he's looking for that left hand, just missed. Well, the right hand has been there at times, not that time. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
Great punch landed with so much power.
Just misses with the jab. Man, the body work really starting to take its toll here. Obvious redness on that right side. Time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night.
Massive head kick. Oh, straight right. Let's go. Let's get that takedown now. Back to the jab now, no good. All right, single collar tie now.
Left hand punch in the clinch.
And now he's got the tie clinch. All right, so now we are on the ground. Now he is in his wheelhouse. We'll see if he can get one of his submissions to pop here tonight. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
We passed the midpoint here of the fight. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat. You don't know when that leg kick's coming.
Well, this is exactly the sense of urgency you're looking for. Try to take the judges out of it. He is lighting them up now.
Big punch lands through the middle.
Lands a nice straight punch there. Now we'll see if he can follow it up.
What do you follow up a great punch like this with? I'm excited to see what happens.
Well, at this point, he's got to be way up on the judges' scorecards, clearly winning the fight, and largely has gotten it done with his striking tonight.
Got it done with his striking. He fought well behind the jab, but it was the significant strikes that really did make an impact on the judges' mind.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie.
Left hand punch to the
And
split.
he eats a right hand there. Just out of range with the straight left hand. Punch coming, it's blocked. Slips to avoid the right. How about that shin? Oh, big roundhouse attempt, just misses.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Throwing that jab, no good. Oh, tags him with that money left again.
Big liver kick lands under the elbow.
Full body kick attempt here, it's no good. 15 seconds.
You gotta check these low leg kicks. Look at it.
Oh, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he's got him hurt bad.
All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs, and in survival mode, luckily he made it to the end of that round.
All right, so next round underway here, and you gotta admire the stamina that both of these guys still exuded towards the end of that round. Both men put a particular focus on their cardiovascular commitment in this training camp. And there, his opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent.
Big kick.
Some nice back and forth action here.
Yeah, he fixed it all up.
Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range.
Oh, big punch land.
Misses with that punch.
Real quick leg kick.
Oh, well, you know about his kicks. They are on point this evening. Whiffs on that offering. All right, so he's landed some good shots tonight, but this is not a combo meal, right? No three-piece, no soda. It's one and done more often than not. That one appeared to stun him.
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Just unable to quite find that range.
It's broken, I think. Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Trying to do damage now with the kick. That's a miss.
Real nice body kick land. What a punch.
Trying to go to the body here. Unable to find the target.
There's no tell on that leg kick.
Sound defensively blocks the shot.
Over and over. You come up, you go down. Another takedown land.
Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head or he's going to get blasted.
Oh, man. This ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, it creates... You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now. The head kick lands, he's hurt. He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, he might be out.
Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
Oh, look at the welts all over that right thigh. Really starting to bruise now. Oh, a little single collar tie there, like it did stun him a little bit. Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go
survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch.
Oh, and there he goes again, working off that beautiful jab. He continues to keep his opponent at distance.
I mean, keeps him at bay with that other one, yup. Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now. He ate that kick. He took that whole kick, yup.
Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do now.
He's going to start looking to land big shots from the top.
All right, there's the clapper. 10 seconds to go. Strong bottom work here, staying busy.
Good job, guys. Oh!
Wrestling's looking great. We got 5 more minutes to victory. I need you to get in there and be all over it. You can do anything for 5 minutes. Let's put the pace.
All right, let's check out some of the action, DC, and how about the punching acumen by that fighter in that previous round?
He does not waste anything. He does not loop punches. Everything's tight. Everything's precise. He's a sniper. We always talk about how he's a sniper. He is a sniper. And it showed in that exchange that allowed him to drop his opponent.
Final round, you ready?
We have arrived at this 5th and final round. Throwing that jab yet again out of range.
Look at him whip his hips into that kick.
Well, he has landed some good shots, DC, but really unable to string anything together in terms of solid combinations.
It's because he's not committing to it fully. He throws his jab. He may float a right hand out there, but he's not really sitting down on the right hand. Oh! Nice strike.
Oh, thunderous leg kick grounds his opponent and tried to stay upright. But man, that changed the complexion of this fight.
John, he's hurt. He's hurt really badly by that one big leg kick. He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Just missed with that right hand. Oh, misses with the jab.
Look at the turnover in that kick.
Well, it's not going to be fun walking tomorrow. Would you look at the bruise on the outside of his thigh? That is looking awful now.
It almost looked like he went limp there for a second. Lands a switch knees.
Oh, well done to block that powerful kick to the body.
Good punch lands. Oh, he got him real good, too.
All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw, exactly when to hold, and it's allowing him to really control.
Oh!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC.
Now he's on top of him looking for the finish. Oh, he got it back!
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Oh, he postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now the ground and pound starts.
Man, look at his torso. That just can't feel good. Look at the size of that bruise on his body, and you got to think his opponent is going to continue to attack that area. Oh, nice job to reverse position on the ground.
It was bad, but now it's not so bad. What a fantastic sweep. Beautiful punch.
All right, late in the fight now, he needs a finish or he's going to lose this fight tonight. We'll see if he goes for it.
I mean, he's got to pull out all the stops. There is no more strategy. There is no more time to try to set up a punch.
Oh, thunderous leg kick grounds his hip a little bit, trying to stay upright. But man, that changed the complexion of this fight.
Johnny's hurt. He's hurt really badly by that one big leg kick.
Oh, the kickboxing chops on full display with that offering. Nicely done.
Beautiful kick landed by this man.
Throwing that jab now again. The fighter evades. "45 seconds remain in the round. He's looking to land the right, just out of range.
Big body kick.
Oh! He's out!
It's over! It's over!
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. Well, another highlight for the real DC as we look back at that scintillating knockout.
Yeah, but the whole fight, he was landing great strikes, kicks, punches. He was doing everything right until eventually he found the shot that ended the fight.
We set it inside the octagon for the official decision. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliana has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 25 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Makhachev.
So there is the man they are all still chasing in the UFC heavyweight champion, the undisputed king of the big boys, getting it done here tonight by way of the knockout. And his corner is absolutely thrilled with the effort and the result here tonight. He was measured, and when there was an opportunity to seize the finish, he certainly steamrolled right through it. Congratulations.